Well, we can get into the line of decisions as soccer decisions in a little bit, but just as a television viewer, I would have far preferred to watch the players who were in at the end of the game just from the start of the game.
Mm,
It was a lot
mm,
more fun. It was like you were hoping a player would get the ball because you were interested to see what they would do.
yeah.
And I would have liked that it to have been like that the whole time.
Hmm.
Maybe there's probably reasons, but just as a television viewer, I didn't much care for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was locked in, of course, because Tim Tillman got to start. You know what I'm saying? I was locked in, seeing what was going on. But yeah, as far as pure entertainment value, it wasn't it. And also, I don't know why it always seems to happen in these matches that like don't matter. Like I know this isn't the case, but I feel like most of our cable TV exposure has been like since the World Cup has been games that our full team is not involved in. You know what I'm saying? So like my quarterback from college hit me up. He's like, "Yo, is this a game that means something right now?" And at that time we were already losing 1-0. If it was 0-0 or we were up, I might have said yeah. Just to get those extra points. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this team's kind of good. If we like ran them out the gym like how we did with Jesus Ferreira and Paul Areola and Uli that one time, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
I would have been like, hell yeah, that's a full team. I mean, we really like that. We nice. But instead, I swiftly replied back, hell no, no, none of these dudes are on the full team. Blah blah blah. And he's like, damn, okay. I thought it really was something. And he was like, well, he was telling he was telling me that apparently before he even asked me, his wife wanted to watch something on TV, and he told her no because this game really meant something. But when I responded back that it didn't mean anything, he was like, "Well, I'm not going to tell her. I'm just going to keep watching this. I'm going to keep watching this match." So
All
shout out
right.
to D, my boy. But I guess I bring that up to say, like, you know, I don't know. It just hurts, don't it? Like some of the few times when people might tune in for the year, and what I'm saying, they watching Sean Zawatsky out here playing ball. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, no disrespect. All these dudes are excellent at what they do, far better than anything that I might uh apply my trade at in my life. You know what I'm saying? I can only wish to reach the heights of Shaq Moore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
He's
anyway,
amazingly good at soccer.
right. But
But
yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. What say y'all about this?
I'm glad you said that. Also, I'm sort of two minds here. Part of me is like it's ridiculous to watch somebody play for like 60, 70 minutes and then decide that they're terrible, you know. Um and yet I find myself becoming increasingly impatient with players who cannot impress in a game like this. And so I just want to say, hey, let's take a look. No, obviously there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of layers here. There's the Olympics roster. There's like who could actually help the national team someday. There's two different questions. But man, I found myself frustrated, and I found myself frustrated a day later, that Brian White started the game. Like, what
Mm.
did he do out there? Zawatsky, Schulte, I don't know. I'm not a goalkeeping expert, but
Yeah, I don't care about keepers at all.
yeah, but it did seem like, he wasn't great. And then even sorry Vince, but even like Tim Tillman, Aiden Morris, Joshua Tensio, the starting midfield, nothing totally wrong. And Tillman, I would say, is definitely the one who can play the most out of the three of those. But like,
Correct.
come on, give me some more. Give me something more. All three of you, And
Yes.
and so McGlynn comes on. It was fun. It was immediately more fun, And McGlynn has a lot of limitations, sure, but he nearly dimes Luna in behind that one time, missed him by a couple inches with just a gorgeous pass. He's always trying stuff. Barek Tarovich, I don't think I had ever seen him play before,
Oh
and
man, you hadn't?
I don't think so. Not
he had
that not
caught
that I
my eye.
remembered.
He
Really?
had caught my eye with a couple highlights that like came trickling down the timeline, or like just some stuff people talking about in the Discord and stuff. Like, I wouldn't go out there and say like he was my guy or anything like that. Obviously, I did not
Right.
claim him on this pod. I am not trying to retroactively take credit for anything. I'm just saying he had caught my eye with a couple things he did. He looked like a slick little player, and so
Yeah.
it was nice to watch him come on and be slick.
I was making
was.
noises watching him play.
Mm.
I remember exactly stuff along the lines of, oh.
Yeah, it was noise-worthy for sure. Especially
I made one on
with-
that McGlynn pass too.
Did you?
I didn't make any noises at all leading up to those.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was
So-
hooting and hollering upstairs in my office. Hooting and hollering.
That's right.
It was so exciting that I made it worth watching the rest of it leading up to that. Maybe that's what made me appreciate it.
Berkterovich megged a guy with his first touch. His first touch in the game. Megged somebody.
Yeah.
And he kept right up with that same energy.
And that's obviously like what you were talking about, Bells, about your patience running thin with people that don't come out and basically put it on cheat code mode for these games. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why didn't we have that energy earlier? You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as he it was funny the way he made dude, because it was like it wasn't even immediately obvious what he was necessarily doing. It just seemed like he got the ball and he was like, yo, I gotta show what I'm capable of and what I'm trying to do here. And it just so happened that bro came over and that ball ran through his legs, and you know what I'm saying, Esmer got on the other side of him or whatever. But it was just like, yes, we need this type of energy. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, are you trying to make the plan or not? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand there's not well that I was gonna say there's not gonna be a plane for Copa America, but surely we're gonna be flying from
There'll be planes.
Dallas to
There'll be
Atlanta. Started running through my mind. I was like, yeah, we're not bus riding.
They're not taking the bus. Nope.
But anyway, are you trying to make the plan or not? You know what I'm saying? And Esmer came on with that type of energy. Like I've said about Tim Tillman, just too relaxed. And like you said, Bells, I mean, he showed what he can do, right? He had a couple combinations with.
He was a big part of that beautiful combo at early in the game,
right?
That resulted in that DeJuan Jones cross that just got rifled over everybody and for a throw in. You know,
right? That one, the one where he semi-released Luna so that Luna could release Brian White, maybe.
Yeah,
for the Kamungo almost goal. Yeah, so you see what he can do, right? And you see the fact that like he's just secure on the ball, nobody could take it from him. He had one turnover in the first half that was a little dicey, but anyway, and it's like you got these skills, man. Just go out there and channel. Bring some Esmer with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to the larger point, Bells, about the midfield, like I just thought that was not the type of midfield construction we needed to see in a game like that. When they shoot down to Melissa Ortiz and they're asking her about Atencio and what they like about him, I mean, the first 5 sentences she talks about are like physical things. Like he has a motor, he can run all day, he can
he's
blah
the
blah
fittest
blah
player
blah
in
blah.
camp. Yeah,
fittest player in camp. And then she throws in, because I feel like she felt that she was doing, and she was like, technique as well. Like at the very end, it's like, okay, we got Ada Morris, Tim Tillman, who he's a box-to-box dude for the most part. He's not out there like creating anything. He's just out there to kind of ball a little bit. Atencio altogether, it's just like, no.
Too many piano movers. Now we need a player. We need somebody to play the piano.
Yeah. And then, I showed my respect to Shaq Moore. And now I'm gonna tell y'all that I thought Shaq Moore was absolutely ass in this match. But it's not all completely his fault, in my opinion, because like, why is he holding like the right width? You know what I'm saying? He's getting the ball out there 1v1, and it's like the best he can do is kind of push it past you and throw a stumbling, hopeful ball into the mixer. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this wasn't it.
If he can do that, and yeah, that is the best he can do, and he can maybe do it 40% of the time against the Slovenia team. Yeah, and I think somebody on the Discord said I'm quoting the person, I've been a mild Shaq Moore apologist, and I would call myself the same. You know, I was like, I thought he should have gone to the World Cup, and I regret that now, and I think he was bad yesterday too. So I don't think we needed to see more Shaq Moore in this game. It didn't make any sense. That was maybe the most like defensible reason for my frustration about the
Yeah.
game.